Namaskar. Good afternoon, dear students and learners. I am Kusum Prasad and you all are watching us on eVidya channel number 3 and also on our YouTube channel, that is NCRT Official. And this session is English session for class 3 students, and today we are going to discuss on the chapter Nina and the Baby Sparrow. And to teach this subject, this chapter, our today's expert is Mrs. Akansha ma'am. Welcome ma'am. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for the introduction.
Ma'am is headmistress from KVS Narela, New Delhi. So dear students and learners, you can send your feedback, your queries and questions through a various medium. You can call us on number 8800440559, and you can also email us on our email ID, that is dth.class3@ciet.nic.in. And apart from this, you can also drop your messages, your questions, your queries on our YouTube channel, that is NCRT Official. Before we start this session, we want to share a very important information regarding G20. We are proud that India assumed the G20 presidency and will convene the G20 Leaders Summit for the first time in the country in 2023. A nation deeply committed to democracy and multilateralism, India G20 presidency would be a watershed moment in our history, as it seeks to play a very important role by finding pragmatic global solution for the well-being of all, and in doing so manifest the true spirit of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, or the world is one family. So we move to our session. This session is for class 3 students and the subject is English, and ma'am की तरफ रुक करते हैं. Ma'am is Akansha ma'am. Yes ma'am, let's begin the session.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Today's chapter is Nina and the Baby Sparrows. This is class 3rd English. Class 3rd का ये 4th chapter है, और इससे पहले the chapter before this is Robin and Jay. So I'm pretty sure you have heard a lot about these birds. So we have so many birds around. Now some birds are waiting here also. So our first bird is here and he wants to say something. He is asking, black are my feathers and black is my beak. Cow, cow, I do all day long. Dash is my name. Can you guess what is the name of this bird?
Yes ma'am, it is crow.
Crow. See, this is crow. Moving to next, we have one more bird. The name of the so the bird is also the bird. Yeah, the bird is saying something. What is the bird saying? Why is there so much noise in the jungle? I just cannot sleep. Who am I? Can you guess which bird is this?
Yes, I think ma'am I can guess. I think owl.
Owl. Have you seen owl?
Yes ma'am.
Okay, where have you seen it? Is it near your home or somewhere else?
In the jungles or on the trees.
Yes, they are usually found in the jungles. They are not found like crows. So there is one more bird and he also has a riddle. My feathers are grey. Go to go, I go on all day. In houses I make my home. A dash is how I am known. Can you guess the name of this bird?
Yes ma'am, I think everyone knows. It is pigeon.
Pigeon, yes. And see, we have pigeons with pink beak also and pink legs also. This pigeon has white beak. Now we have one more picture. Can you guess the name of bird in this picture? This bird is not telling us any riddle.
But we can find, I think I can guess, he's sparrow, ma'am.
Yeah, it's a sparrow. You are right. But have you seen sparrows these days?
No, nowadays they are not visible, ma'am.
Can you guess? Do you have any reason why they are not there?
I think because a lot of constructions are going nowadays, so they could not find their home and they lack of food. I think this can be the reason.
Yes ma'am, you're right. So these days, to make new homes, to make new buildings, we are cutting the trees, and the sparrow, they make their nest on the
Trees.
So that is why without the trees, where will this sparrow live? These sparrow can make their nest other places also, but they prefer near the trees because then they can find their food very easily.
Ma'am, but we are not seeing around our house, but where they vanish, ma'am?
They went somewhere else. So what happens is
in the jungles or somewhere the greeneries.
Yes, they went somewhere where the trees are there, more trees where they can find their food, they can find other things to eat, they can find sticks for their nest and everything.
Okay.
So see, the name of the birds are crow, sparrow, pigeon, owl. Can you name some more birds?
Parrot.
So we have parrot, we have
Peacock.
peacock. You're right. We have all seen peacock.
And kingfisher is also a bird.
Yeah, kingfisher is also a word. So let's take these words. So let's play a small game before beginning our story. So see, we are taking C, first letter from each name of the word. C.
Ma'am, one more word I remember, eagle.
Yeah, eagle, right. You are right. Thank you so much, ma'am. Eagle. So see, what we are going to do, we have taken the first letter from each word. So like C from crow, S from sparrow, P from pigeon, O from owl, again P from parrot. We have a lot of P's here. P from peacock, K from kingfisher, and E for eagle. So we'll play a small game. Let's make few words from these letters. Let's try to make few words.
Okay.
So can you make one word?
It is
C O
O
P.
Cop.
Cop. So one word. Next, one more. Let's try to make one more word.
P O P.
Okay, yes, P O P. Pop. P O S E. Pose. And similarly, we can make a lot of new words from these letters. So now let's not wait another minute to move to our story. Our story is Nina and the baby sparrows. Now can you see this picture? What do you think is happening in this picture?
I think this picture is of market.
Okay.
Or a picture of a mall.
Okay. And what are they doing there?
They have gone there for purchasing some items.
They want to purchase some items. So what are the items that you can see in this picture?
I can see some dresses, beautiful girl dresses, some kurtas, frocks.
Yeah, as we can see, this is a market scene and there is a lady with a small child. Now let's find out who are they. So our story starts. So there was great joy in Nina's house. Nina's aunt was getting married. Nina, her father, mother and little brother were all going to Delhi for the wedding. Everyone was happy except Nina. Her mother took her to the market to buy a new dress. What color would you like? Mother asked. Salwar kameez then? Nina shook her head. What about those lovely white shoes you saw last week? I don't want those either. Thank you, mother. Now can you tell me why was Nina so angry?
I don't know, ma'am. Can you tell us, our students?
So we shall find out.
Yes.
But from the picture, can you tell me what was she feeling? Was she happy? Was she?
We can see in the picture she is crying. I think she was sad.
She was sad. She was feeling so sad. But we shall find out why was she sad. So before moving to our story, we'll do a small exercise. We'll make few questions. So usually what we do, we give answers to the questions, but this time we are going to do the opposite. We are going to make few questions using the question words like who, why, whose, and you can add those question words. So our first answer is Nina's aunt was getting married. So can you tell me a question using this question words?
Yes, I can try. Whose aunt was getting married?
So the question is, whose aunt was getting married? And the answer we have is Nina's aunt was getting married. Very nice. So moving to our next answer is Nina, her father, mother and little brother were all going to Delhi for the wedding. So can you think of another question for this?
Yes, ma'am, I will try. Who all were going to Delhi for what purpose?
Who all were going to Delhi for the wedding? So can we make another question?
Yes, ma'am.
Please go ahead. Can we use where?
Where all were going to Delhi?
Yes. No. Where were Nina, her father, mother and little brother were going for the wedding. Very nice. It's wonderful. So let's move ahead with our story. Our story moves forward to Nina's mother was upset, but she said nothing. They went back home and had lunch. After lunch, mother came and sat near Nina. What is it, child? She asked. Why did you say no to everything? Mother, I don't want to go to the wedding. But why? Nina said nothing. Instead, two big tears rolled down her cheeks. Mother put her arms around Nina. Don't cry, my pet, she said. Why don't you tell me what's bothering you? So can you guess why was Nina so sad?
Ma'am, I don't know, but let's see in the story what happened, why she was upset and she was crying and she was not ready for the wedding, ma'am, for going to her
aunt's wedding. Yes, aunts are our favorites, no?
Yes.
And still she was not ready, so there would be something very important to Nina. So
let's find, ma'am.
Let's find out. So can you see the picture on the screen?
Yes.
So who all are in the picture?
We can see Nina, her mother, and a beautiful nest, and a baby bird is also sitting in the nest.
So can you guess the name of the baby birds? It's there in the name of our story.
Nina and the baby sparrow.
Yes, you're right. So see, we can see in the picture, Nina, her mother are talking about the baby sparrow. So there must be something. Let's find out. So more tears rolled down Nina's cheek. Mother, she said, there's a sparrow's nest on the bookshelf in my room. And there are two baby sparrows in the nest. I see, said mother. They are just beginning to get their feathers. And growing up makes them so hungry. All day long they cry cheep, cheep, asking for food. I see, said mother. If we go, the whole place will be locked. And how will Papa and Mama sparrows feed their babies? Oh, Nina, cried mother, giving her a big hug. Is that why you don't want to go to the wedding? But that's no problem at all. We will leave the window open. Oh, can we, mother? Can we? Really? Yes, yes. We will remove all your things from the room and lock the door on the outside. So the house will be perfectly safe and Papa and Mama sparrows can come and go freely. So now did you see what happened? They discovered. So the mother asked Nina, what was bothering her? So what was bothering Nina?
Ma'am, the baby sparrow, she was concerned about the baby sparrow.
Yes. So what happened? Nina actually loved her baby sparrows, the sparrows that were living in her room, and she did not want to leave them alone, because if they would go, then the Papa and Mama sparrows won't be able to feed their children, the baby sparrows. Why won't they be able to feed the children?
Because we know that if somebody goes for a wedding, it's not for 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
So many days, it takes so many days, ma'am.
Yes, you're right, ma'am. And what will happen? They will lock their house and they will go. So there will be no window open or no door, so that the Papa or Mama sparrows can actually go out, find the food and come back. So so they might die of hunger, all four of them. That is why Nina was so bothered. Nina wanted to take care of these sparrows. Okay, so next we have, can you see this picture?
Yes,
this is the
baby's picture of a baby sparrow.
Yes, this is the picture of baby sparrows. And you remember the picture we saw of the big sparrow in the beginning? So now see, when the sparrows are babies, they look like this, but when they grow up into beautiful sparrows. Just think, Nina, while you enjoy yourself in the wedding, the baby sparrows will be getting nice and fat in their nest. Good idea, isn't it? It was a good idea. When Nina came back from the wedding, there were two plump little sparrows flying all over the room, and wasn't Nina thrilled? So when we began this story, what was Nina feeling?
At the beginning of the story, the Nina was feeling very sad, and she was in the sad mood.
Yeah, she was crying actually. She was very, very sad. Why?
Because she was worried about the baby sparrow, and all the was thinking that what will happen to that baby sparrow
in her absence. Thank you so much. Wonderful answer, ma'am. So at the end of this story, how did Nina feel?
Nina feel very happy, and she was thrilled.
Yes, she was thrilled to see that they have found a viable solution to their problem, and now the papa, mamas and baby sparrows will be happy, will be eating food and will be plump when she return. So now, story at a glance. Will you help me with this, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
So, at a glance, if we have to read this story, how will we revise the story? What happened?
We can revise in the points. Nina and her mother were in the market.
Yes, they were in the market. Why were they in the market?
For the purchasing.
Yes, to purchase clothes and things that were needed for the wedding. Whose wedding was it?
Nina's aunt.
Yes, Nina's aunt. And where was this wedding? In Delhi. Yes. This wedding was in Delhi. But Nina is sad,
and mother asked why.
Why? So Nina does not want to leave the baby sparrows alone. Mother says,
we will leave the window open, and Nina is
happy again.
Ma'am, I want to ask a question. What is the moral of this story, Nina and the baby sparrow?
The moral of the story, I think, ma'am, this is that this story depicts the wonderful feeling of loving and caring by the child for their pets. So now Nina has adopted these sparrows and the sparrows family as their pet, and she does not want to leave her pet alone at home without food and water.
Yes, ma'am. It teaches us to love and care for birds. And help those who cannot help themselves.
You are very right, ma'am. You are wonderful, right?
So, ma'am, let's move to another slide.
Yes. So, these are the new words. So, the new words are, see, our words are also flying like the birds. So, our first word is wedding. W-E-D-D-I-N-G, wedding. Now, next word is accept. E-X-C-E-P-T, accept. The next word is dress. D-R-E-S-S. Can you find the other word, ma'am?
Upset. U-P-S-E-T, upset. And bother, B-O-T-H-E-R, bother.
And we have two more flying words, T-E-A-R-S, tears, and L-O-V-E, lovely. But before moving forward with the words, can you guess the name of these pink colored birds?
I think, ma'am, they are flamingos.
Yes, you're right. Wonderful, ma'am. These are flamingos. Flamingos are the pink color birds. So now what you have to do, children, is find these words in your book and underline them. And what else can they do, ma'am?
They can read loudly. They can read the chapter.
Yes, and they can also try to understand the meaning with the help of the sentences they are used in, and you can also understand these words one more way. You can make new words with the help of these, make new sentences with the help of these words. So now we have
quickly take a look on these questions. Who
Huh.
said this and to
to
whom?
whom. So we have this wonderful activity, who said this to and
Yes,
whom.
ma'am.
So what about those lovely white shoes you saw last week? Who said this?
This mother said to this to Nina, ma'am.
Nina, yes. And mother, I don't want to go to the wedding. Who said this?
Nina said to her
Whom?
mother.
Yes, exactly,
ma'am.
to her
Ma'am,
mother.
it's time to wind up the session. It was a lovely session. We can see on the television screen. We also take a look quickly.
Yes, so before closing our chapter, I'd like to share some new information, some new names, so our learners can learn. And so, see, this is our hand. So we have names for this. So this is our
We all know
thumb. This is our index finger. This is our middle finger. That is our ring finger. See, ma'am is already
Yes.
wearing a ring. And this
That's why
is
it's a
the
ring
finger. And this is the little finger. Here is the palm. And this is the wrist. And that is why we call this watch as wristwatch. So now,
So, ma'am, it was very nice session. I hope the students enjoyed this session, and thank you so much, ma'am.
okay, thank you so much, ma'am.
And thank you, dear students and learners. And before we wind up this session, we want to share a very important information regarding NCERT textbooks. NCERT textbooks for 2023-24 are available throughout the country, and these textbooks may be purchased directly from NCERT sales counters located at New Delhi, Ahmedabad, Bengaluru, Kolkata and Guwahati. And these sales counter will be functional on all the weekdays, including gazetted holidays, Saturdays and Sundays from 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. And you may also place order for the books online from our website ncertbooks.ncert.gov.in. And these books will be delivered at your doorstep with no delivery fee. And if you want the soft copy of the books in PDF version, you can also download for free from NCERT, Diksha, ePathshala website and mobile app. So dear students and learners, please visit the website ncert.nic.in to know more about the authorized vendors. तो ये था हमारा सत्र इंग्लिश का क्लास 3 के स्टूडेंट्स के लिए। और लेकिन अभी बहुत सारे ज्ञानवर्धक और रोचक सत्र और भी हैं। आप बने रहिए eVidya चैनल पर, देखते रहे हमारा यूट्यूब चैनल NCERT ऑफिशियल। अब से कुछ ही देर में कक्षा 4 के विद्यार्थियों के लिए उर्दू का सत्र हम लेकर हाजिर होंगे। तो इंतज़ार कीजिए और फिलहाल दीजिए हमें इजाज़त। नमस्कार।